Hello, members. Welcome to week 8 of our BNI game. It's quickly coming to an end, and unfortunately, so is summer. It's been a beautiful summer up here in the Northeast. I've been very fortunate to spend a lot of it here with some other trips in between. And in fact, just a week ago, I was in Mumbai, India for BNI, which is an amazing opportunity to learn how different cultures are doing. You want to talk about some big chapters, kicking off new chapters, 80, 90, 100 plus members, fastest growing country in BNI by far. And just amazing to learn what other cultures are doing with the exact same setup. BNI is the same all around the world in terms of setup and structure, but to see what these other regions are doing is absolutely amazing and something we can all learn from. I wanted to read again today this week's mantra just to make sure to get it right. It's a great quote from Thomas Edison. It says, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work." And that is true. It fits kind of something we talked about a couple weeks ago around mindset of obligation versus opportunity. This fits in all aspects of our lives, right? I think a lot of people who take next steps in their businesses, next steps in their careers are the ones who are willing to make the sacrifices, if you will, or what others would perceive as sacrifices, to put in that work and put in the effort because they can see the opportunity it's going to create you. Look, I just told you I got back from India. I've been to Rome this year. I've already flown over 100,000 miles in BNI just in 2018, trip to Bangkok later this year. A lot of people tell me all the time about, oh, it's amazing opportunities you get to do this. Executive directors, peers of mine. It's amazing you get to do that. I wish I could travel the world like that. Well, the reason I got to is because I went for the national director role, which a lot of people thought I was then crazy for doing because of the amount of work that was involved in that role that I didn't need to do, right? I'm very happy as an executive director, loved the work I was doing as an executive director. I, in my life, didn't need more time, more travel, more time, sacrifices of time away from my family and everything. But I saw the opportunity in them, an opportunity to make an impact nationally, an opportunity to learn and grow personally and professionally in the organization that I've been a part of my entire adult life and that I love so much. An opportunity to make impacts globally on committees that discuss global directions for BNI, an opportunity to learn globally and travel to these amazing places and learn from people all around the world. There's a lot of opportunity in that a lot of people missed because they were afraid of the work, right? Or they were afraid of losing their free time and their luxury time. That's not a bad thing about them. I don't think that makes them a bad person. But it is a cost of opportunities too, right? That they didn't get the opportunities they say they're jealous of because they didn't want to put in the work that they thought I was crazy to do. So we encourage you to, again, think about the mindset from earlier. We talked about the I get to versus I have to. Same thing here, obligation versus opportunity. And right now, we have the prime example of that in BNI coming up, and that's leadership. We change our leadership team roles here in August and September for takeover on October 1st. And too many people look at these as obligations. Oh, I don't want to be president of my chapter. That looks like a lot of work. I don't want any more work. I don't want to be vice president. I don't want to do. Because they look at those roles as obligations. And they don't look at it as the opportunities they really provide for you. You get opportunities of a lot more visibility and credibility in your chapter. You get to showcase your skill sets as a leader in BNI. That only amplifies your skill sets outside of BNI, right? If you're really good at leading our chapter, you must be really good at what you do. You get more visibility in the chapter itself. You're going to be seen more. You're going to get that credibility of title. Now, again, as long as you do your role, you're going to be seen with the title from visitors and get more credibility and visibility with them. There's a huge opportunity just in your chapter. You get the opportunity to learn personally and professionally, right? There's a lot to learn from leading a BNI chapter that you can take out into your business or in the business world. We used to change leadership teams every 6 months when I was a member. I get to do every role multiple times. I think that made an impact. I think that was a big development phase for me early in my BNI career that's led to all the steps I've been very fortunate to have taken. You get more training. All right. Some people look at leadership team training, both our online and then our live training. Oh, it's an obligation. I got to do more training. No, you get to do more training. You get to learn even more about BNI and not only how to lead the chapter, but how to be more effective in the chapter yourself. You get to learn how to make an even bigger impact on people's businesses, and deeper than that, their lives in your chapter. How you lead that chapter can truly impact somebody's business and thus their life. All right, you get the opportunity to make that impact by taking a role, taking it seriously, and giving it everything you have. You get more opportunities to network. Right at these trainings, we're going to have you guys networking with your fellow peers, people who will be in the same role as you in their chapter. So more cross-networking opportunities and learning opportunities, round-table opportunities to meet other people doing what you do and make that connection that who knows what that could lead to. The business opportunities that happen at our roundtables and trainings are off the charts. Every single year, people are meeting new people, making connections, getting amazing referrals, and you get the opportunity to partake in that. Look, being a leader in the chapter is giver's gain. Giving that time. There's time in it. There's effort required. There is a little bit of work. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, right? That it creates those opportunities for you. It's definitely worth the effort. The people who do it right, the people who take it seriously will tell you it was worth the effort. The people who try to do it halfway and then get caught up when something becomes a mess, they're the ones who will complain about how much work it is. It's because they haven't been doing it right. You have every resource available to you between training and support to be successful. It does not have to be difficult. It's not difficult for most. It does not have to be a challenge, and it certainly is not an obligation. It is an amazing opportunity for those who choose to take it and take advantage of it. I work more hours a day than I ever have before. Now as national director, on top of being an executive director, there's different stress points. There's some bad days in there, but the opportunities and the things I'm learning that I'm able to take back to our regions and will for years and years later, the opportunities to meet some amazing people around the world and expand my network of not just contacts, but really friends and colleagues, the opportunity to visit places around the world that I have never thought about going to. Mumbai was never a place that was on my list, are all significantly worth that time and that effort. And I'm able to get it because I took advantage of that opportunity to apply for that job, knowing the work behind it. And I encourage you to do the same thing in your own businesses, in your own industries, and in your own chapter. As always, if you have questions, anything at all, you have an amazing support team here. Take advantage of that. Talk to our amazing ambassadors, our director consultants, our managing directors, or Lindsay and I, your executive directors. We are absolutely here to help you. We look forward to hearing and seeing all of you guys at leadership team training this year. They're always one of our biggest and best events. We were going to do more general session this year, so more cross-networking, more time with your chapter, because we're going to utilize BNI University, which you hopefully have completed your member success program training on there, as well as some of your leadership team training on there so far. So an amazing opportunity for everybody, and I definitely look forward to our awards banquets coming up here soon as well this fall, where we will be celebrating our BNI Game Championship team. All right, have a great week, everybody.